The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Patton setting up the screen. Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw on second down. Patton toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming into last week's game because we never give up 14 points in a contest. You give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it will be third down.
They certainly came out firing in this one, and while this one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It doesn't take any great analysis. No George we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw this way, but they have to keep trying this way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
To throw on third down, Patton.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 4th down, Patton. Quick slant, he's got Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Harris running straight ahead.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patton throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, 20, 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Donald Parham.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this a very, very short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards there at a Washington first. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. A very limited time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. So the false start will back them up 5.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Patton. Looking for Elliott, and he's got the catch on the crossing route. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 121 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 1st down. Patton. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Harris. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
His play became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Second and 6. Flushed out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hands it off out of the gun.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw.
Patton. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back to throw.
Patton. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings.
Michael Pittman
from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this, a very short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Patton. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Patton. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's at cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And this a very, very short kick. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. Yellow, line. Cut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, Patton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.